Headline of the day. Local city clueless on why their sewer smells. Probably, because everyone kept sitting and shitting in it like damn retards. Lol, rules for the toilet references for the epic win.
Your attention, please. This is Radar Overdue Scotty, and I've come to make an announcement. Microsoft Sam is a bitch-ass motherfucker because he pissed on my fucking bologna sandwiches. That's right, he took his taco fucking giant dick out and he pissed on my fucking bologna sandwiches. You wanna know what that son of a bitch said? He said, Scotty, your bologna sandwiches are fucking shit. And so I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Microsoft Sam, you've got a small...
We are content control. Because of the explicit language that is being used, we are forced to seize the rest of Radar Overseer Scotty's announcement for the protection of the youth, and because many of you people are so sick and fucking tired of Radar Overseer Scotty blabbering off on some stupid shit, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Tired of being picked on every day? Are you one of the millions of people who are feeling lonely and want to get along more with your friends? Well, listen up, we've got the product for you. Hi, I'm Microsoft Billy Mays here, with the all-new friendly taser. That's right, you see the police with them every time some asshole doesn't cooperate. Now it's time for you to have that same power as our ordinary law enforcement does. The friendly taser is equipped with built-in GPS tracking software that lets you know where your friends are located. Simply go to their destination, pull the trigger and watch, as they beg for forgiveness for all that they have done to you, even if they are completely innocent. Still not convinced? Then just listen to our satisfied customers.
Holy shit. This thing is seriously awesome. Now I have a way to get back at those assholes who think Windows is better than Mac.
Those crazy bastards are going to get it for fucking shocking me.
Why spend all your life trying to sign up for the police department just to get similar products that aren't efficient, when you can just get the friendly taser for just 2 payments of $19.95. But I'm not done yet. If you call within the next 10 minutes, we'll send you 2 bottles of air absolutely free. You get it all. The friendly taser, plus 2 bottles of air, for just 2 payments of $19.95, plus separate shipping and handling. Here is how you can get your very own friendly taser.
Please have your credit cards not ready and call 1-800-LAW-NOTE to get your very own friendly taser. Call now and you will receive 2 bottles of air absolutely free. Once again, that number is 1-800-LAW-NOTE. Stop sitting around on that old desk couch, pick up that goddamn phone, and get your very own friendly taser right now.
A familiar threat rises again. What the fuck is going on, and how is the world going to react?
Congress is at it again, threatening to outlaw online poker. But why is no one reacting to the news?
And later on, we shall be taking you to Carl Clem over at the 11 o'clock News Corporation for the very latest on other major global headlines. All of that and more, as TB501 World News begins now.
Now, live from Studio 3 at the TB501 Broadcast Center in downtown Raffle City, this is TB501 World News. Here are Microsoft Sam and Microsoft Mike.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning into this edition of TB501 World News. Our top story involves the return of Overlord Larksin. As revealed on the Wacky Windows Errors movie teaser trailer a couple of weeks ago, it appears that Overlord Larksin was never killed by the abrupt end to the storyline that she was a part of, which heavily dominated Wacky Windows Errors seasons 21 and 22.
And the announcement of her return is striking fear into residents of Raffle City. We now go live to Microsoft Zira, who is outside of TB501 headquarters.
Thank you, Mike. Longtime viewers of Thunderbirds 501 should probably know about Overlord Larksin and her plans to control the entire human population. It seems like those plans have been reignited with the recent Wacky Windows Errors movie teaser.
3 years. 3 years have passed since my plans were abruptly stopped.
With the world still in turmoil after the deadly COVID-19 outbreak, Overlord Larxene plans to use this opportunity to reignite her long-awaited Project 11, which will see much of the human population under her command. Her plans were abruptly foiled at the end of Wacky Windows Errors Season 22, which sent her back to the underworld. But, with her planned return, it is safe to say that people here in Raffle City, and around the world, should be watching to see what kind of evilness awaits. Reporting from outside TB501 headquarters, Microsoft Zero for TB501 World News. Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Zira. A new series of complaints has been launched against the construction of a brand new apartment complex in downtown Raffle City, alongside continuous problems with union officials. The features of this new apartment complex include fashionable see-through toilets, and a 24-hour in-house plastic surgeon. One of the workers told us the plastic surgeon will be a great addition for people who don't want to wake up next to an ugly mistake.
Raffle City officials and the Raffleca Transport Union have agreed to ratify the new taxi fare agreement that was proposed last week, ending months-long industrial action between the two. Under this new taxi fare agreement, the price of taking a taxi in Raffle City will jump from $5 per mile to $8 per mile.
A building in the Taco Heights suburb had its burglar alarm stolen by a group of 3 individuals last night. Police are still asking for the public's help in identifying them, because apparently police in this crazy town are so fucking lazy that they can't even bother with identifying crooks by themselves.
It is a well-known fact that about 90% of people living in Raffle City under the age of 45 now have a tattoo. Most of them are ignorant egomaniacs who don't understand who they are in life. But one tattoo artist in the soy sauce suburb has broken the world record for having the worst tattoo. The artist claims to have inked over 500 tribal bands, tramp stamps, treasure maps, human centipede diagrams, and barbed wire biceps. A strange story, if I do say so myself.
The local lottery in Raffle City is at an all-time high, and people are trying to cash in on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be millionaires. When we come back, we'll tell you how high the Raffle City lottery is at this current time.
But coming up next after the break, we'll tell you how Congress is pissing a lot of people off by planning to outlaw online poker. Microsoft Mary will be outside one of our casinos with a live report.
And later on, we will check in with Carl Klett over at the 11 o'clock News Corporation for more on all the major headlines around the globe that you need to know. All of that and more when TB 501 World News resumes.
This video is sponsored by Bloomingdown Provincial Park, located in Newfoundland. Want to get blown down instantly by hurricanes and all that shit? Then simply swim by Bloomingdown Provincial Park, where it's windy all year round.
Three years have passed since my plans were abruptly stopped. The world is still pretty much the same. Everyone still wants to get tested. But if anyone has the power to do it, it will be me.
Welcome back. Residents of Raffle City may soon be losing a favorite home pastime, and, surprisingly, it's not taking massive diarrhea dumps in their personal toilets.
We wish it was. Anyway, about half of the population of Raffle City enjoys gambling online as their favorite way of passing the time. Congress, however, is planning to get rid of that practice. We go live now to Microsoft Mary, who is outside the Hard Taco Casino in downtown Raffle City.
Thanks, Mike. It's the subject of the #1 hit TV show based in Las Vegas, and casinos everywhere, like the one I'm standing outside. But Congress, being the lame-ass people that they are, is meddling in our fun time once again, as they plan to outlaw online poker within the next few years. But surprisingly, the people I spoke with here are overflowing with ignorance on the matter.
If they outlaw online poker, next thing you know, they'll outlaw conquering the world. And that's a load of bullshit, if you ask me.
You know, it's funny, because we at Secretsoft have been coming up with a plan to get rid of Congress. Now, more than ever, we would like to put that plan into action.
Now, some people have begun to speculate that this could be the beginning of the end for the casino industry, and wonder what we will be doing if Congress does go through with this plan to outlaw online poker. For TV 501 World News, this is Microsoft Mary, live outside the Hard Taco Casino. Back to you, Sam.
Alright, thanks Mary. The ongoing banning of gold in the United Laws of Africa continues, with 2 more states outlawing the possession of the element. Those 2 states are New Mexico and Pennsylvania. As a refresher, anyone who is caught in possession of a single bar of gold will have to pay a $3 trillion fine. Gold wasn't available for comment on the matter, as he has been locked away in my diarrhea-infested toilet.
The plans to extend the Ruffle City Metro into other areas of the city has some wealthy residents crying foul. We go live now to our newest member of the TB501 World News team, Tom Penela.
Thanks, Mike. I am standing outside of City Hall, where I spoke with Abby about the issue. She told me that it's a safety issue for the city to dig tunnels underneath schools. She also stated that they are not opposing it because it's not a race thing. However, the Transit Authority is planning to move ahead with the metro extension, despite some opposition from taxpayers and conservatives. For TB501 World News, this is Tom Penela, reporting outside Ruffle City Hall. Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Tom. Before we continue in our newscast, we have your local weather forecast for Ruffle City. Still ahead, we'll tell you how high the local lottery is for Ruffle City, and how people are trying to cash in on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
But up next after your local forecast, we will be checking in with Carl Klent over at the 11 o'clock News Corporation's news desk in New York City, for the very latest on other major headlines around the world that you need to know. Stay tuned, TB501 World News will resume in a moment.
And now, your local forecast. Currently in our area, it is 35 degrees, under clear skies. Tonight, generally clear skies. Lows around 32 degrees. Winds north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High, 54 degrees. Winds northeast, at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The week ahead.
This video is also sponsored by Spread Eagle, also located in Newfoundland. Are you looking for some, action? Then come on down to Spread Eagle today. And please, don't laugh at our funny name, either.
And now, from the 11 o'clock News Corporation's news desk with Carl Klent in New York City, we proudly resume TB501 World News.
Good evening, from the 11 o'clock News Corporation news desk here in New York City. I am Carl Klent, and thanks for staying with us as we resume TB501 World News. Right, let's get to your main headlines. An interesting weather phenomenon is shaping up to take place in 10 days. In 10 days, it is set to rain chocolate, and it will make the evil text-to-speech voices get the brown screen of death, while also making them become good ones. However, scientists right now are still determining whether or not this event will actually take place, but we will let you know if this does happen. Police have arrested radar overseer Scotty after he attempted to raid a local department store in San Francisco for a stash of bologna sandwiches. Unsurprisingly, the store was holding a 50% off sale for bologna sandwiches, so this is totally not a shocker. Staying in California and in Los Angeles, dairy manure is set to be pumped down the city sewers in order to improve water quality. Residents there are outraged, saying that the city is likely trying to make the quality of water even worse than it already is. However, city officials have indicated that this is only a test to see if the water is completely safe. Meanwhile, back here in New York City, with this being an election year, the race for governor is heating up, with current New York State Governor James Rechtel going up against former Albany stuntman, Ted Function. Both Rechtel and Ted Function have spent millions on attack ads, have vigorously shaken hands with random strangers, and have lied through their teeth. I expect this election day to be a good one. And finally, in sports, it was sure an explosive win for Lady Dynamite, also known as Anna Keene, who defeated Gerald Belcher in 5 sets to advance to the finals of a lovers' tennis tournament in Orlando, Florida. Anna Keene will now face either Grown Long or Lucky Johnson, whose match gets underway tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. local time. That's a look at some of the major headlines across the globe. Now back to you, Sam and Mike.
Thank you, Carl Clint. After the break, we'll tell you just how high the local Raffles City Lottery is going to be this week, and boy, it's going to be a high one all right. Stay tuned, TB501 World News will be right back.
It's just gotta be perfect.
Welcome back. You guys have just seen the teaser trailer for the next episode of Castle Rock Entertainment Logo Bloopers. And trust me, I am so not looking forward to it. SMG4 and Animaniacs do not make a good mix, to be honest. But anyway, turning to our final headline of the evening, thousands are standing in line to buy lottery tickets, in a vain attempt to win the $550 million Raffles City Lottery jackpot, the highest in history. Millions of residents are buying lottery tickets in the infinitely small hope that they can end a life of banal suffering. And despite the overwhelming evidence that most millionaires tend to be unhappy, many people can't wait to wallow in that misery for themselves. The winning numbers for the Raffles City Lottery are expected to be drawn on live television this Wednesday.
And that is going to do it for the news for tonight. From all of us here at the TB501 studios, we all wish that you have a good evening.